Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about the control architecture of hybrid electric vehicle. This control architecture is very important in the design of an hybrid electric vehicle. So coming to the basic, how this architecture resembles is actually we have the wheels. So I'm drawing from wheel to the complete engine. So here we are going to have a power electronic control unit. So slowly I will explain what is this electronic control unit and what is the need of this power electronic control unit. Next one we have a block of battery electronic control unit, and next block we have AC air conditioner electronic control unit. All these are connected with each other. Okay, so this AC electronic control unit is connected to the battery, and battery electronic control unit is connected to the power electronic control unit, and this power electronic control unit is connected to an motor, or depending upon the type of operation it may act like a motor or an generator. These are mechanically coupled to an shaft. Okay, so this type of coupling we call it as a parallel coupling or parallel hybrid electric vehicle. Here we have the type of coupling which is employed is mechanical coupling. So we have motor, generator, and here we have an IC engine also which is mechanically coupled. So here we have internal combustion engine. So this battery ECU as well as AC ECU and this power electronic ECU will try to drive the motor or a generator. So this power electronic ECU will say whether it has to act like an motor or whether it has to, in the reverse, it has to operate like an regenerative generator or regenerative braking. So all this, here we have IC engine, and this motor is having some sort of a, or motor or generator which are mechanically coupled. We have some sort of a clutch plates to connect this ECU or to remove this ECU. So here we are going to have clutch ECU system. ECU means electronic control unit, and this electronic control unit is originally connected to the traction motor, which is nothing but the original motor. So this is nothing but the traction system. So here this traction system, depending upon the application, it may act like a motor or it may act like an generator. So from here we are going to have the transmission system, and we are going to have an differential here. So here we are having an differential. So this is what the symbol of differential. So from this differential, ultimately we are going to have the wheels of the electric vehicle. So these are the wheels of our electric vehicle. So this is the front wheels of the electric vehicle, and which this is called as, technically it is called as differential, or this is called as a torque splitter which splits the torque. So these are basically the parts of an hybrid electric vehicle. So here we have clutch ECU. So this is like a, acts like a motor in one mode, and it acts like a generator. So in order to control this hardware, we require an electronic control which is called motor generator ECU, and this IC engine is connected to the fuel tank, okay, where you can fill the petrol or diesel. So you can see here this complete or each individual ECU is controlled by an hybrid electronic control unit. So this hybrid electronic control unit has two types of inputs. There's nothing but the inputs applied by the driver. So first input is nothing but the acceleration or the throttle what he apply, which is called acceleration, and next one is the input applied by the driver is nothing but the brake, and all these are interconnected. So this complete system is connected to the hybrid ECU, So this is like a block diagram, so that's why we can't 100% draw the exact diagram. So this all these multiple ECUs are connected in a network which is called as CAN. So if you want to understand about CAN, you can watch our previous video where you can understand about the control area network. Okay. So this control area network is very much useful in designing the system. So here we have, so this we call it as differential, or we call it as a torque splitter, or this is also called as a transmission. Okay, so the purpose is same. You need to transfer the torque from one place to another place. This is called differential, this is called transmission, or the purpose what it does is nothing but splitting of the torque, so which is called torque splitter. So that's what the functional diagram. Now let's try to understand each individual functions of this ECU. Okay, so this is the control architecture of our hybrid electric vehicle. So coming to the functionalities, or what kind of work an hybrid electronic control unit does. Okay, it's very simple to understand. So ECU is nothing but electronic control unit. So this is a very important question under the category of unit 4 lecture 30. So the control architecture of hybrid electric vehicles plays very role, and this CAN is already there in our channel. If you want to know about this CAN, you can watch our channel. I will leave in the card for your clarity. So what are the purposes or the need of an hybrid ECU? This hybrid ECU will control all ECUs what are there in our electric vehicle. I mean, indirectly I can say that this hybrid ECU is the heart of hybrid electric vehicle. So without this heart, nothing will be controlled. So that's why it controls all the ECUs, and this hybrid ECU only will select the type of operation. So selection of operation is also made by our hybrid ECU, whether our it has to operate like a motor or it has to operate like a generator. So in general electric vehicle, so when they're trying to travel some sort of guard roads, they'll try to act like an motor. When they are coming down, which is having a negative slope, so here we have positive slope, here we have negative slope, and when they're coming down from the top of a hill, then they are going to act like an generator. This is generally we call it as a motoring mode of operation as well as regenerative mode of operation. But the same process will also will happen as we are traveling on an linear road. So when you accelerate the vehicle with 0 to some 160 kilometers per hour, then I can say that our electric vehicle is operating in, up to this point it operates with 160 kilometers per hour. So at this point we are removing the acceleration, and from this 160 kilometers per hour the vehicle has to come to 0 due to the inertia of the vehicle or weight of the vehicle. So in this process, inertia is freely available and the wheels are rotating in forward direction. The same rotational will be used, and which was acting like a motor will try to act like an generator, and it exhibits the regenerative braking. So what is this regenerative? Already is there in our channel, you can watch. This motor will try to act like an generator. In parallelly acting like a generator, this also will apply the brake to the motor. So that's why in group it is called as technically as regenerative power, as well as by regenerating power also it will apply the brake. Especially for electric vehicle, we don't require any braking system. Okay, this is all about what is meant by regenerative mode of operation. So actually in electric vehicle, regenerative mode is very powerful. Why? Because this is itself like refilling the fuel of its own. So actually we don't want to charge the electric vehicle if you properly design an regenerative system. That's why this Tata Nexon is already there in our channel, which has level 4 of regenerative system. We don't need to charge the vehicle a longer time. As you travel on the road, automatically the vehicle gets self-charged. This is called regenerative mode of operation. That's why this regenerative braking is very interesting in research domain also. So next purpose of hybrid ECU is, this hybrid ECU has wide energy management. Okay, so it can take the decision of how to have energy management. Okay, so what is this energy management means? So it can take out the decision in which kind of direction I have to operate. Okay, so energy management means, for example, the electric vehicle can decide in which mode. It's like how I can operate in eco mode, or how I can operate in sports mode, or how I can operate in hypermode. So these are three different modes that is exhibited by an electric vehicle. That's this selection of the mode is also done dynamically by an electric vehicle. So this mode selection is also done by our hybrid ECU. So this is why an hybrid ECU is called heart. Complete history of the electric vehicle is there in the heart of hybrid ECU. And the purpose of this hybrid ECU, if you properly use this hybrid issue, it minimize the fuel consumption. Okay, so minimizing the fuel consumption means indirectly it gives us the maximum mileage. Okay, so to give maximum mileage or to reduce the fuel consumption, hybrid ECU plays an major role. Okay, and this hybrid ECU only will decide whether the electric vehicle has to operate in uh, electric vehicle mode of operation or hybrid mode of operation, like combining the motor as well as ICE, or operating only ICE. Okay, so better to operate with electric vehicle mode or EC mode or motor plus EC mode. That complete decision making is made by ECU. So what kind of decision making it can make also we will discuss. So actually, if you are running with 0 to 60 kilometers per hour, then it generally prefers electric vehicle. I mean, it just use an electric motor in our vehicle. If you are crossing 60, so 60 to 70 you are traveling, and here I can say that the demand on the electric vehicle is low. So when the demand on the electric vehicle at the starting is low and the speed is also minimum, just the electric vehicle will make use of electric motor as its propulsion system and it operates. When the demand is normal, okay, and it ranges from 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, then automatically it switches to, why? Because here you can see here there's little bit increment in demand on the vehicle, then automatically EC will come into the system. Where this is IC place is nothing but internal combustion engine will come into the action. But now the third mode of operation is we are trying to operate with a higher amount of demand. Okay, so higher amount of demand is nothing but you're traveling in an ghat road from Tirumala to Tirupati with a positive slope. So it has to travel on the road and it is having some sort of grade angle of alpha. So that's why I'm taking, whenever our electric vehicle is traveling on an ghat road which is having an grading angle, automatically it has indirectly an higher demand of active power. Now the electric vehicle has to overcome the speed of and it has to operate with greater than 60 kilometers per hour. Then both our electric motor as well as internal combustion engine will try to combine and will try to exhibit this higher demand. This is called all the rule base how we exhibit. At lower demand only electric motor is sufficient, with a little bit normal demand IC is only sufficient. When you have ghat road type of experience, we can have electric motor as well as ICE engine as a mode of operation. So this is all about the main heart of hybrid ECU and what are the functionalities that is done by an hybrid ECU in an electric vehicle. So now let's try to discuss about what actually this power electronic ECU done in an hybrid electric vehicle. So this power electronic ECU will try to deliver the required voltage and current that's demanded by the motor. Okay, and this power electronic ECU will try to decide whether we need to operate our motor like an generator or whether to operate the motor like an motoring mode of operation or generator mode of operation. So this will control from the both sides. For example, if it is operating like a motor, it will try to flow in downward direction. If it's trying to act like a generator, then it will pump the energy and it will store the energy in the battery. Why? Because now the battery is in the state of charging. Let's try to understand what is the purpose of battery management system in an hybrid electric vehicle. The purpose of battery management system is it monitors the temperature. So this will try to maintain the required temperature in the battery, and by maintaining the proper temperature, it provides proper cooling in the battery. So this battery management system or battery ECU, it reduces the stress of heat in the battery, and it prevents the heating of battery, which is nothing but it prevents the overheating of battery. And this battery management system will help us in protecting the battery from excessive overcharging and over discharging. Okay, so when you overcome this overcharging and over discharging, automatically our electric vehicle is working well. The purpose of this battery management system or battery ECU is this is essential, or this is very important to have an longer battery life. So to provide long battery life, our battery management system or battery ECU plays an major role. And this battery ECU is useful to provide optimum fuel efficiency. So if you want to have optimal fuel efficiency, maybe from battery end, so this battery ECU plays a major role. You can see here all ECUs are controlled by different types of equipments, which is called power electronic ECU, battery ECU, AC ECU, and all these are controlled by hybrid ECU. That's what the importance of multiple ECUs, what you have been observed here. So all these ECUs are controlled by hybrid ECU, where these are interconnected each other with the help of an control variables. That is what it is done by control area network. It's very important how we these different ECUs are interconnected with the help of control variables, and with the help of control variables each individual ECUs are interconnected with each other. So this is an overall view of the control architecture. This is nothing but architecture, but it is controlled with the help of a CAN network. So CAN architecture of hybrid electric vehicle. So this is all about the control architecture of hybrid electric vehicle. So you can see, if you want the revision, you can see here basically wheels are there. You can come in reverse engineering also. Wheels are there. To make the wheels to get integrated, we require an torque splitter. So from wheels, it is directly connected to the motor or generator, and this motor or generator are connected to the clutching system. Either IC engine has to turn on, or this motor system has to turn on. So they are decided by clutch electronic control unit. Here, whether this has to operate in motoring mode or generating mode, this system will be taking care. That's why this is called motor or generator ECU system. And you can see here we have an mechanical coupling. Mechanical coupling is there, means these two sources are connected in parallel, and this is connected, this motor or this act like a generator is controlled by power electronic ECU. This power electronic ECU has a bidirectional energy flow with battery ECU. Sometimes it has to discharge, which is called the delivery of energy. Sometimes this battery ECU will pump. So this is called as motoring mode, or this is called as generative mode or regenerative mode of operation. And this is AC ECU, which controls the temperature in the vehicle, or climate control ECU. So this is all about the control architecture, and the complete heart is nothing but ECU. This is the heart of ECU. It selects whether it has to operate like a motor or generator, or which type of mode it has to operate. Or the main theme is to minimize the fuel consumption, maximize the mileage, and it can take over the decision which type of mode the electric vehicle has to operate under low demand, higher demand, and increased demand. Okay, and these are the functionalities what a battery ECU has to be done. So hope the lecture is very clear, you're able to understand better. If you feel, or if you're watching the content for the first time, please subscribe the channel. If you feel the video is very useful to you, please like and share with your friends. And if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. And this is a channel which is run without any cost. It's a free channel. So if you feel really the content is useful, please watch the content. Yours obediently, Ram. So meet you in the next lecture of hybrid electric vehicles under the concept of fuzzy logic control, and we had already performed the simulation of fuzzy logic control in electric vehicle. If you want to watch, you can watch that content also. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.